What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel for another video. It's your boy Nels, and as you can already tell, it's time for cooking with Nels, so stay right here. So today what I want to do is kind of like a hash brown bowl. I see Waffle House has one, and now Chick-fil-A has one, and now I'm gonna have one. So it pretty much just consists of like some little potatoes you cut up like hash browns, some eggs, some cheese, and some meat. Now y'all know me, I love peppers and onions, so I'm gonna throw in a little bit of pepper, a little onion, I got a little mushroom, and a little cheese. It's gonna be so good. So good! So in my last video, my mom said she didn't see the food enough, which I'll give it to you, you didn't. But I don't know, I wanted to feel like I was having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? And since I don't got no camera people to record me, I have to like try to make it work the best way I thought. So she came up with a new idea to move y'all from the island to this other part of the counter and see if we can't get like a better angle of everything that's going on instead of just me. I know I'm saying, right?
Oh shoot, that's my word.
All right, so to get started, I'm gonna go ahead and do my little veggie prep or whatever. I got a couple of mushrooms, so I'm gonna take a little of those and just kind of run my knife through them to get some kind of smaller little pieces or whatever. And mushrooms have a lot of water in them, so they'll really cook down pretty well. I'm gonna throw in one more. Oh, my counter is clean. What I say, you always start in a clean kitchen, that way you don't have them kind of problems. So I got that right there. And then let me do a little bit of red bell pepper. And y'all know I like kind of like a little small dice on those. So my red pepper is done. And now onto my onion. So this is just some leftover onion I had in the fridge. I'm trying to do really good. All right, so now that they are cut into strips, I'm gonna take them and line them up and make little squares. Just like that. And you kind of want to do it like that because the goal is always to make even pieces so things cook at the same time. If you got a giant piece of potato and then a little piece of potato, by the time the giant one is cooked, the little one is going to be burnt up nasty. And that's not what we're going for. So, if I show y'all these, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. Y'all see how them all about the same size? That mean they gonna cook the same. They gonna cook evenly. That's what we want. So I'm gonna finish chopping these up and then I'll be right back with y'all. All right, so now my potato is done. I'm gonna get a little bit of oil and just kind of coat the bottom of the pan. That's good for now. And let me give it another little second to heat up, and I'm going in with the peppers and onions. All right, so my peppers and onions just went in, and I'm gonna go ahead and give those a good little mix around. And I'm not gonna season them just yet because I don't want the salt to bring out a lot of moisture because then they won't brown and get real beautiful. So I'm gonna let those go for a second. Now the meat that I'm using bacon and a chicken sausage. The bacon is some bacon I already had. I kind of chopped it up already, so that's just sitting to the side chilling. And then I have this chicken sausage. I don't know where my great uncle gets this chicken sausage from. It doesn't matter. It is so good. And I can't remember, did I use it on here? I don't think I used it on here. But I use it in something else. I mean, oh, You can just eat it on a bun like a hot dog, put it in pasta. It is the best chicken sausage that I think I've ever had, honestly. So I got that unthawing. In just a second, I'm gonna take it out and kind of see what I'm gonna do with it. It kind of comes in like a casing, so I probably will throw it in the pan, let it get brown first, and then cut it up. I think that'll be the way I do it, because if not, it gets real messy. Or you could just squeeze it out of the casing and do it kind of ground up. But I like the casing snap, and I like the pieces that I get. So let me go ahead and get started with the sausage. All right, so I'm back. I wanted to show y'all this. Look at how brown and beautiful those are getting. So now I want to go in with my seasoning. Now they have color on them. The salt won't pull out any moisture and make it bad. So I'm just using a little blackening seasoning. I think that's all I'm gonna use, just to give it a little flavor. It already has the salt in it. Kind of has some garlic, paprika, and stuff like that. And mix that around. And I'm gonna get on like another little half a second. I want them to be a little more tender than I did for my chicken salad. That's just what I want. I don't know. I can't explain it. So, I had to do this. I love to use just one pot or one pan when I'm cooking because it keeps the cleanup super, super easy. But just for the sake of time and just because I have a lot of moving parts for this dish, I'm going to go ahead and get another pan out, and that's what I'm going to throw my sausage in. I had to unthaw it in the microwave because it was frozen when I thought about doing this. But it turned out perfect. If you go, maybe your microwave has this setting. It's like a defrost ground meat or whatever. Put it on there and kind of just monitor. I started as like a low setting. I did like 1.5 pounds. That wasn't enough, so then I did another pound. And it came out perfectly. Let it sit in there for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead. I got the pan preheated. I'm going to get a little oil in there, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the sausages in. Alright, so my peppers and onions are out draining, and I added a little bit of more oil to this pan because I want to kind of shallow fry these potatoes so they get that real crispy exterior. And as you can see, I got my sausage going already. So let's go on in with these potatoes. And much like the peppers and onions and stuff, I'm not going to season the potatoes probably until they come out like you do a French fry, because I don't want any salt to draw out any extra moisture from the potatoes. I really want to make sure they get that super, super crispy exterior on them. So let me get all the little move around. And then I'm going to go ahead and let these fry up, let the sausage cook up, and then I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, so y'all already know me. I like mise en place, everything in its place. So as this stuff is working, I'm working on the next thing, which is going to be my eggs. I'm going to crack 2 eggs, and I use a measuring cup for my eggs because it just keeps it easy to mix. It keeps it easy to pour into the pan, and that's just the way I like to do mine. But anything you have to put your eggs in will be fine. And then take your little fork, kind of like to poke the yolk and break it a little bit first, and then get the mixing. And I do like to season my eggs before they cook. I mean, there's no moisture that can be drawn out of them, so it's okay to go ahead and season those up front. Alright, so before I season my eggs, I checked on my potatoes. They are browning beautifully. So I'm just giving those a little mix. And it's probably about time to flip my sausage. Let's see how that's going. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. That's it right there. This one don't want to, oh, there you go. I'm like, he don't want to let go. And then let me grab my salt and pepper for my eggs. Now, I'm the kind of person, I don't like anything but salt and pepper in my eggs. I just find that anything else actually makes the egg taste very disgusting. So I just keep it simple when it comes to my eggs. All right, and that's done. So we're gonna finish tending to the potatoes, tending to the sausage, and then we're gonna wrap it on up. All right, so my potatoes are as dark as I would like for them to be. So I'm taking them and I'm putting them on a little paper towel to drain. And now this is when I'm gonna go ahead and season them up while they're still hot, because the oil on them will allow for the seasoning to stick a little better. All right, so I got a little bit of this blackening seasoning. Y'all can tell I love this. A little blackening seasoning. I got just a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit now. A little parsley flake. And then I'm gonna add a little something special. A little grated Parmigiano Romano. Just to give it something, you know, a little different something, kind of a little kick. I'm gonna take those and I'm gonna kind of toss them. Add a little more cheese and a little more blacking. And voila, can y'all see those? Those look pretty good, don't they? All right, and my sausage is still finishing up. It's taking a little while to get done, but I mean, things are kind of rolling along here. I'm gonna drain off this oil from here, and I'm gonna reuse this same pan for my eggs since I've already seasoned that pan, and it's already been kind of greased and used up. It should make my eggs taste really good, first of all, and then loosen from the pan so they stay big, fluffy chunks. All right, so as y'all can see, the sausage is done, and I'm just cutting up one of the links, kind of in that same small size as the vegetables and the potatoes, because I really want everything to be kind of uniform, so when you pick it up with your fork, you can get a little bit of everything on there. So I'm just gonna cut those up into kind of little small pieces. And as you can see right here beside me, I kind of wiped out the oil that was in there, and I just put in a little scooch of butter, and I got it on 3. When you do your eggs, you really don't want to do those on high heat, because that's how you get tough eggs, and then that's how you get eggs that have like brown on them. And if you know, eggs are not supposed to have any color per se. I mean, I think a little bit won't hurt it, but it really is, to be the best, they don't have any like color on them. So I'm gonna put this sausage to the side, and I'll be right back to finish the eggs. All right, so I brought y'all a little closer for this. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my eggs in, and that's already too high, so we're gonna turn it down just a little more. And they cooking quick, And you wanna kind of drag and pour. And you see how it's making a big curd like that? That's what you're looking for. And y'all see, since I've been using this pan, for the most part, everything is kind of, the eggs are kind of just lifting off. You want to just keep working them. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and cut the heat now because they're done. It's still a little wet, but I'm going to go ahead and scooch that around. And look, boom, just like that. They're done, but what? They don't have no color on them. They're not going to be all tough and rubbery. They're going to be perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and take those off the heat. So I told y'all I hate this part, but I'm trying to become more comfortable with it. So I'm gonna start in the bottom with my potatoes. Let me just gonna dump them in there. And then I'm gonna take the egg and layer that right on top. I mean, it ain't the prettiest little dish, but it's okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit of my pepper and onion mix and mushrooms. Just kind of scatter that around. Oops, dropped it right on that counter. Oh, looks good. And then I'm gonna go in with my bacon. Kind of put some of those big pieces around. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my sausage. It covered up the little potato, but that's all right. Y'all know it's in there. And then let me get a little cheese, please. I'm gonna take a little of that and sprinkle it over the top. Now, if you want, you can take this and kind of microwave it for a little second to get that cheese kind of melted up. Or you can do like the chefs do, they throw it in the oven under the broiler. I don't got time for all that. Bloop. So, we're gonna call that part done. And let me see, I think I'm gonna microwave it. I want it to be kind of ooey gooey and delicious looking. So yeah, hitting it in that microwave kind of brought it all together. I love it. It looks good. Better than Waffle House, better than Chick-fil-A. This homemade. As always, that brings this video to a close. My homemade hash brown bowl for the win. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you know when I posted something new. Thanks for tuning in.